mind games and shit tests. You know, I see a lot of videos on YouTube, not only by pickup instructors, but even, fellow MGTOW channels that talk about how to deal with a woman's shit tests or a woman's mind games. And I understand that, and I can appreciate that, understanding what's going on and how to deal with it. But on an even deeper level, I want you guys to know if a woman or a man, or anybody for that matter, has the nerve to try to shit test you or manipulate you, that they don't love you. Okay, manipulation and mind games, that comes from a place of possession and ownership. That doesn't come from a place of love. See, when you love someone, you're willing to tell them the truth you know they need to hear, no matter the consequence, even if it means you're going to lose them, right? If you love them, you're willing to let them go. You just want them to have the truth. You want them to have the best information possible, no matter the cost, even if it means you have to sacrifice yourself to give that to them, right? But when someone wants to own you and possess you, and they view you as an object for their pleasure, like most women do, they will play mind games and manipulations and shit tests, to keep you on the hook. And men do this too. Your boss could do this at your job. I've had men and women do this to me. But here's the thing, right? When someone does a shit test or a manipulation to you, you can play it one of two ways. Now, in the past, I used to engage the shit test and manipulation and try to pass it to keep the game going. But these days, I take a little different approach. And the reason I take a different approach is because I realized opportunities in life are abundant. There will always be more women. There will always be more jobs. All of the things people are trying to control you to get you to hold on to out of fear, you can just replace them with another one. The second someone tries to manipulate me or shit test me or play a mind game with me, men or women, I immediately lose any emotional investment I have in them. Whether it's a guy friend or a girl I'm dating, the second I see you try to play a manipulative game with me, all my feelings for you die instantly, because I would never have the nerve to try to do that to you. So the fact that you have the balls, and the selfishness to try to play a mind game on me to get me to bend to your will, that kills any sort of trust I have for you. Now, I'll use a male and a female example, right? Let's say I'm dating a girl, right? And she says, let's say like I'm maybe getting a little bit complacent or lazy, or I'm just not, sometimes relationships, you go through little phases where, you guys are just chilling, and then you might spike up the romance again. It's not always going to be 100% fairy tale, right? So I'll have a girl who's like, you haven't really been getting me flowers lately, or taking me out to dinner, or whatever. I'm just using random examples. Or you haven't been, telling me you love me that much, or hugging me that much. I don't know, maybe I should go find another guy that'll, do that for me. And she might even be saying it in a joking way, right? But there's always some truth when someone tells you a joke. There's always a little bit of truth to it, right? So I'll be like, all right, good luck with that. And I'll just leave the house, and I'll close the door, and I'll go away. I'll leave her place. And she'll be mind blown, like, damn, he was willing to walk away from me. He really doesn't care. And then you leave her in a devastated position where it's like, all right, girl, you just lost me. You really gonna go find someone else? And of course they come crawling back every time, right? Because it was a shit test. But here's the thing. I don't even engage the shit test. I'm willing to completely lose everything and walk away. You're not going to beat me. You're not going to control me. I'm willing to throw you away if it means I'm not going to be controlled. My freedom to me is worth more than anything, right? Now, let's pretend you have an example of you're at work, right? I've had this happen to me. I'm at work, and my boss says, Karama, the new guy, he's really outperforming you. You're doing pretty good, but this new guy, he's really hitting his numbers more than you are. He is like the new top guy. I don't know. Maybe we should just let you go and give him a promotion. And he'll say it in a joking way, right? And instantly when that happens, because there's some truth to that, right? There's a little bit of truth to that. Just the fact that someone has the nerve to play that game with me, in my mind, I'm already looking for other jobs. I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to be like, oh, okay. But in my mind, I'm already emotionally cutting my ties with the company, and I'm exploring other opportunities elsewhere. And I'm going to start wasting the company's time to fund my other ventures and build my other empire behind their back. And I hate that I have to do that, and I hate that it comes to that. But if someone has the nerve to try to manipulate you when they know they've got you in a compromised position, like when you're at a job, finding a new job, that's kind of stressful. Your employer might feel like, oh, I've got him by the balls because he works for me, so I can start threatening him. No, 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 no. I'm willing to walk away from all of it and find another job the second you try to manipulate me. And I'm not even going to tell you. I'm going to blindside you. When I quit a job, guys, I don't give a 2 weeks notice. I just disappear. I just stop showing up. You know what I'm saying? And they call me for like a week or two. Like, what happened to you? Where are you? They're dumbfounded. They don't know what happened. It hits them over the head like a baseball bat. Because when you're manipulating me, I'm gonna walk away, and you're never even gonna see it coming. The way I'm gonna get you back, you're never even gonna see it coming. I'm not gonna tell you anything. I'm very quiet when I'm getting like my payback or whatever. You'll never even see it coming. So I'll have a new job lined up. I'll take the new job, and you won't even know where I went. I have employers that don't even know if I'm dead or alive. They're like, well, what the hell happened to him? He just disappeared. I took another job. I didn't like the way you were playing games. Same thing with women. I have girls that when they were really pissing me off and it was time for me to end it with them, I just disappeared. They don't know if I'm alive or dead. I don't even have social media, so they'll never know what happened to me. I just went ghost on them, the ultimate mind twist, the ultimate mind game. If you want to play mind games, that's the ultimate mind game, the best response is no response. If a girl's trying to bait you into something, walking away is the ultimate way to leave them in disgust. Anyone who's trying to manipulate you for that fact. Walking away and just saying nothing is the ultimate revenge, because they'll never know how to process that. How do you process that to make yourself the winner in your mind, So, yeah, this kind of relates to my video that I did, always be willing to walk away. But this video kind of talks more about why and when people manipulate and play mind games. To me, the second someone plays a mind game with me or tries to do a shit test to me, I take that as, you don't love me, you want to own me, and what I want and what makes me happy doesn't matter to you. Therefore, I need to cut you out of my life. I don't, in the past, I maybe used to play mind games back, but this time, all I do is just walk away. That's the ultimate mind game, willing to walk away from all of it. Is really, the ultimate, and I guess you can say that's revenge too, when people play mind games and shit tests. But yeah, that's really just the moral of the story, guys. This video, it's kind of similar to my always be willing to walk away video, but I feel like it goes in depth a little bit more of, the games people play, like when your boss starts comparing you to people, or when your girlfriend says, I'm going to be with this guy, or, and they don't even have the intentions of doing it. Here's the difference. In my always be willing to walk away video, I was referring to when they're actually serious about, doing something like that, making you compete with another guy. This is just the second someone makes a threat to me, just to me, manipulation or a mind game is a threat. So the second they make that threat, I'm already emotionally killing my ties with them. It's not necessarily walking away, but it's like mentally preparing to do it and realizing, all right, I already see where this is going. The fact that you even had the nerve to play that game with me. So that's what makes it different from my always be willing to walk away video. That's when it's like final and you have to, they're really making you make a choice. This is like when they're starting to do little passive aggressive threats and you're seeing it's going to start going down that road. You already start killing the feelings you have for them so that it's even easier to walk away once it is time to walk away. So yeah, that's what you do when people are playing, mind games and shit tests.